So this is about marks. As far as mistakes you people have done in the paper are concerned, if I discuss those mistakes, and I am sure that you will repeat the same mistake in the next term, because previous term, the mistake you people have committed, the same mistake in the same sort of question have been done by you in this paper also. So I think आप लोगों के लिए चीजें मैटर ही नहीं करती कि मिस्टेक्स हमें बताई जा रही हैं या कुछ बताया जा रहा है. You do whatever you want to do. You never listen that what is right, and you never find out the difference between right and wrong, and accordingly marks have been deducted. चलिए, let me tell you the common mistakes that you people have done in this paper. So first question was, out of the following, 22nd. Out of the following, which is not a linear equation? Most of the students, they have done it wrongly. They just look at a square and they say that this B option is the correct answer, where the equation is not a linear equation. But just simplify it first and then tell whether it is a linear equation or not. When you simplify it, x square, x get cancelled, you will get a linear equation in two variables. So how it is possible to write a linear equation in two variable as a quadratic or as a not a linear? So this is a linear equation. If we find its simplification, we get a linear equation in two variables as the power is 1, right? So as far as this options, correct option is concerned, let me tell you that there was option D, which was directly it is given in the square part. D option, this is x square plus 3y equal to 9. So here it is a quadratic equation. So this is not a linear equation. So this was the right answer for the first question. So most of the students, they were trapped in the confusion that I have put in the first option. This was the confusion that I have created, that let me see that whether students are getting my point or not. But you didn't get my point, you just put it to be a not a linear equation. But when we simplify it, we see that its power become 1 everywhere. So it is a linear equation in two variable. This is quadratic, D option, right? So this was the mistake in the first MCQ. Second question was, there is an isosceles triangle, each side B, equal side B and non-equal side to be A, then what will be its area? So if you people are not doing it by Heron's formula, then we have done it by one concept, that perpendicular drawn from the vertices between the equal side on the opposite side, divide the opposite side into two equal parts. That means if this whole is A, half will be A by 2. By using Pythagoras theorem, you will get the perpendicular, and this perpendicular will come out to be 4b square minus a square over 4. Under the root, this is 2. This perpendicular will be like this. And when you will find area, it will be half into base into height, that is 4b square minus a square over 2. And that is equal to a by 4 square root of 4b square minus a square. So B option was correct. What mistake the students they are doing in this question? They are taking B to be here and A to be here. And what they are doing, they throw the perpendicular from this vertex on the opposite and write it to be the B by 2. No, it's not possible. One thing you have to keep in mind, whenever we have to draw the perpendicular in case of the isosceles triangle, and with this property that this perpendicular divide the opposite side into two parts, that perpendicular is to be started from the vertex between the common side. That means this perpendicular is having the property that this divide the opposite side into two equal parts. Not all the perpendiculars starting from the any of the vertex, not like that. The vertex should be common sides, it should be in between the common sides. So from here, if we draw the perpendicular, only that perpendicular divide the opposite side into two parts. So that was the mistake which have given you the wrong option to be corrected, right? So next was, so many students, they have, almost all the students have done it rightly. Getting a queen from a pack of cards, 52 pack cards are there, and you want to find the probability of getting a queen. So we know that there are 4 queens and 52 total. So this is 1 by 13. So option A was correct from question number 3rd. Then coming to question number 4th, which of the following is an irrational number? No doubt option D, it was correct answer for this MCQ. So what the students are writing? Option D, 2.325 6178. This you people were writing, and I have crossed it. Why I have crossed it? No doubt option D was the correct answer. But when you are putting the number like this, that means you are leaving the sign of so on. You are not putting the sign of so on. It means you just get the idea from here and there that D option is correct and so on sign is missing. That means you just get idea from here and there, D option correct, and you don't have knowledge about irrational number. Have you been with the knowledge of irrational number? It would have been with so on sign. So no credit I have given, just cross I have put, because D option is not having this answer. So on sign is there. So there are some intelligent students, those who are getting 49 marks just because of this mistake. They were insisting me to give them the half credit, but I haven't given, because I think that this is the question, this is the knowledge that should be imparted in the best way, not like that so on sign removed and then it becomes irrational. No. So next time take care. If you are having such kind of mistakes in the question, in the solutions, in the MCQs, better to write one thing, either the option number or the answer. And according to me, you should write the option number, because when you are writing answer, again, you can skip one thing or the other. But if you are writing the option, that would be better way, right? So the next was, how many number of solution that linear equation in 2 variables can have? Students, they are writing many solutions. बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं, right? And there is a difference between infinite many and many. Infinite many means we can't count them, they are uncountable. But many means बहुत सारे हैं, but can be counted. So you can see the difference between the meaning of many and infinite many. So many solution will not be accepted. So infinite many was the correct answer for this MCQ, that linear equation in 2 variables have infinite many solution. Then there was 6th question, blank form. The question was, if the sides of an equilateral triangle are tripled, then the new area will be dash times the old area. The new area will be dash times the old area. So you see what the students are doing, root 3 by 4, 3 times polar side, 3 times kar diya. And they are writing the answer to be root 3 by 4 into 9a square. Is this the way to write the answer? See the sense of the question, see the requirement of the question, and according to that, the blank is to be filled. So if you are solving it in the blank, that is too okay, but in the last, the answer should be according to the question. So this is a square along with this into 9, and then you have to write 9 times. This is the correct answer. Those who are just solving it and writing it like this, I just have given them half credit. Otherwise, 9 times, this was the correct answer for this blank. Then come to question number 7. Dash are the coordinates of the point of intersection. Dash are the coordinates of the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. Obviously, we all know that origin is the point where x-axis and y-axis, they intersect each other, they meet each other. But the way you have written the coordinates of origin, that was too not desirable. You are writing it to be 0, 0. Is this the way to write the coordinates of a point? Whenever we are writing the coordinates of the point, that coordinate should be packed within the brackets. Only then we consider it in 2-dimensional. If you are writing 2, 3, who bothers? It is in coordinate geometry, no one. So when you are putting the brackets starting bracket and ending bracket, then they becomes the coordinate of a point in two-dimensional. So writing 0, 0 is not the correct answer. Writing 0, 0 within the bracket is the correct answer for this, that coordinates of origin, coordinates of point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis, that is origin, right? So the next question number 8th, 9th and 10th. First read out the statements carefully and then start with the solution. This is the first step to get good marks in any particular question, right? So what the students are doing, the question was state true, false and justify your answer. So सारे MCQ ठीक है मेरे, 7 MCQs I have done it rightly, and then 7th, 8th, 9th even ma'am have put tick there and she's giving me 7.5 marks. मतलब this is so like a blunder ma'am is doing in checking, na? And then you are asking me why my marks have been deducted. So just read out the question, justify. When it is written that you have to justify your answer, that means half marks for justification and half marks for the correct answer. If not, justification is not there, then how I can give you the full marks, right? So the first part was coefficient of x in this expression is 76. Most of the students, they're writing it false, and this is correct, it is false, but you have to justify it. How the good students, they have justified it. They open this bracket by using a plus b whole cube, by using a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So when we see this expression, we are concerned with the coefficient of x. So I would like to look at the term, last term, and this is 25 into 3, 75x. So what justification you have to write, that according to the above explanation, the coefficient of x in the given expression should be 75. So the given answer is false. So justification means आपको उसका कोई लॉजिक जो है वो देना पड़ेगा, ये बताने के लिए कि कैसे आप जो कह रहे हो वो ठीक है. ठीक है, चलिए come to the next 9th question. We can have a triangle ABC in which each interior angle is less than 60 degree. So what the students are doing, they are saying no, it is false, and what they are saying, in equilateral triangle each angle is 60 degree. Each angle is 60 degree, इसलिए equilateral triangle में क्योंकि each angle 60 degree होता है, so इसलिए we can't have such a triangle in which each interior angle is less than 60 degree. This is not the justification, this is a particular case. क्या आप एक इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल की जस्टिफिकेशन देके सारे टाइप के ट्रायंगल्स को कवर कर सकते हो? इट कांट बी पॉसिबल. सो इन जनरल यू हैव टू गिव द जस्टिफिकेशन. इफ यू आर राइटिंग दैट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल बिकॉज इट विल बी ए कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन टू द एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल, बिकॉज in that case the sum will not be 180. That is more than sufficient. And if you are explaining, want to explain that fact too, you can say, for example, if I am taking less than 60 degree angle, each angle to be less than 60, then the sum, it will become 120, which is not 180 and which contradicts the angle sum property of a triangle. That's why we can say that each angle of a triangle can't be lesser than 60 degree, right? So jo justification hoti hai, that should be in general, that should not be justified by a particular way, right? Chaliye, then question number 10th was there, that we are having a square PQRS. There is a square PQRS and PR and SQ are given to be its diagonals, and it is said that the angle between these diagonals, that is angle POQ, this is 60 degree. So this is false. Why it is false? So this is due to the diagonal property of a square. We have done the property of the diagonal of the square, and this property says the diagonals of the square, they are perpendicular. That means they are meeting at 90 degree. They are making 90 degree angle wherever they are meeting. So this is false, and justification is because we know that the diagonals of the square, they are perpendicular to each other. So they will meet at 90 degree, and according to this angle POQ should be 90 degree, not 60 degree. So whenever it is being asked that you have to justify the true false, then remember that marks distribution is accordingly half for true false and half for your justification, right? Then question number 11th, this was done rightly by so many students that it is solution is given, we have to find the value of k. 1 is the solution of the equation 5x plus 2ky equal to 3k, and you want to find the value of k. Just putting x to be 1 and even y to be 1, this is 5 plus 2k equal to 3k. So 5 is equal to 3k minus 2k, that is k. So k comes out to be 5. And this so many students have done rightly. ये ठीक था काफी बच्चों का. जिनका गलत हुआ उनकी maybe some calculative mistake, otherwise concept सबने इसमें ठीक लगाया. Then next was write the equation of x-axis and y-axis. Equation of x-axis and y-axis, and what the students are doing, as on x-axis y is 0, so equation of x-axis is 0, 0, right? As on y-axis y is x is 0, so equation of y-axis is 0, 0. So is this the way to write an equation? अगर आपको equation word का ही idea हो ना, तो आप इसको इस तरह से कभी इसका आंसर जो है वो डिपिक्ट कर ही नहीं सकते. Because what equation means? Equation means an expression which is having left hand side and right hand side. So is this having left hand side, right hand side? No. So it can't be depicted like this. So equation of x-axis is always as y0 on x-axis, y equal to 0. And equation of y-axis is x0 on y-axis, x is equal to 0. So this is the way to write the equation which is having left hand side as well as right hand side. What you people are writing, that is not the way, that was just the coordinates, right? Then coming to question number 13, that is of probability. 13th question was, you are given certain packets of salt, and which is actually is to be measured for 2 kg, but the quantity in that in some of the packets is more than 2 kg. And the question was, find the probability of selecting a packet from the given packets that the selected packet is more than 2 kg. So more than 2 kg mein how you are taking 2 kg? So some of the students, they are taking the favorable cases to be 5 bags, 5 packets by taking 2 kg. So when he is talking about more than 2 kg, how you can consider 2 kg as a favorable case? No, you can't. So there were 4 packets of salt which were having more than 2 kg. So 4 were the favorable cases. Total are 12, and this is 1 by 3. And I have told you that whenever there is a probability question, you have to leave it in the standard form, lower terms. That means cutting if it is possible, then do it, right? Don't go for the fractions. Some of the students, they have done it in the fractions also, in the decimal form also. Decimal form mein tabhi aap karo if it is properly cutted, right? So if sometimes 0.3, 1 by 3 probability is 0.3333333, so on. No, don't go for the division in that case, in which the division is not exactly remainder 0, right? So better to do the cuttings. Chaliye. Next question was question number 14. Area of an equilateral triangle is 81√3 centimeter square. Equilateral triangle का area है हमारे पास 81√3 centimeter square. Find the perimeter. So how you people are wasting time? Let me tell you. Area of equilateral triangle is given. What you people are doing? By applying Heron's formula, you are deriving area of the triangle, then putting it here. Not required. It is just 2 marks question. Simply write area. That is √3 by 4a square. Just simply write the area. No need to derive the area and then writing it. This is 2 marks question. If it is said that derive the formula and then go for that, that is a different thing. But it is not like 2 marks question. So you just put the formula directly, these get cancelled. So this is a squared 324. A is square root of 324 comes out to be 18. And some of very intelligent students, what they are doing, they are leaving the perimeter part. उन्होंने perimeter के part को पढ़ा ही नहीं. So last में you need to find perimeter as well, as it was asked. So perimeter is 3 times the side, that is it, 54. Right? Then there were certain things in your question, in your answer sheet, that were indirectly telling me that cheating bhi hui hai. So there was a question of geometry, which is next question आएगा, मैं भी बताती हूँ, तभी चलो बात करते हैं. और एक चीज और, that it's been announced earlier that 15 minutes will be given to make the PDF, and at 10:45 sharp exam will be ended. Even then, there are so many students who are sending the PDF late, and afterwards some of the students they were being entertained just because of the screenshot they are giving us while sending the PDF. But some of them were not able to send a screenshot even, and so the their paper have been cancelled, and they were in the not appear category. So next time, whenever it will be happen, let me tell you that I'm not going to ask you that why your paper is late, why you are sending late and all that. Better not to ask you and just mark absent. ठीक है ना? पूछो ही ना कि स्क्रीनशॉट भेजो, ये करो वो करो, एब्सेंट मार्क कर दो, वो बेटर वे होगा, राइट? क्योंकि 1 hour 40 minutes 50 minutes then 55 minutes you are sending PDF. Is it fun? You are sitting in exam. और आगे से आर्ग्यूमेंट क्या देते हैं, मैम लाइट चली गई थी. तो आप उन्हें कभी अपने फोन पे मतलब नेट पैक नहीं दिलवाते हो, आप हमेशा घर के वाईफाई से अपना नेट चलाते हो. बड़े बिब्बे बच्चे हैं वे, तभी मतलब बाहर जाते नेट यूज ही नहीं करते, है ना? इतने अच्छे बच्चे हैं हमारे. तो प्लीज ऐसी जो भी आपकी कोई टेक्निकल ऐसी कोई इश्यूज हैं तो उनको पहले ही सॉर्ट आउट करो. दिस इज एग्जाम, नॉट फन कि आपने बस पेपर किया, इधर उधर से पूछा, घंटा लगाया पूछने में और फिर PDF सेंड की, और देन यू एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम योर टीचर्स दैट दे शुड चेक योर पेपर, राइट? नेक्स्ट टाइम प्लीज टेक केयर, क्योंकि इस बार तो फिर मैंने पूछ लिया कि क्यों पेपर लेट आया, स्क्रीनशॉट भेज दो, आई विल एक्सेप्ट. नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल नॉट, आई विल बी स्ट्रिक्ट इन दैट केस ऑल्सो, प्लीज माइंड इट. Question number 15. Simplify root 3 minus root 5, root 3 plus root 5 over 7 minus 2 root 5. Until or unless you're not solving numerator, don't go for rationalization. We know that we have to apply rationalization during the simplification, because whenever denominator is containing root, to omit that root, to delete that root, rationalization is the only process. But firstly, solve the numerator, a minus b, a plus b. This is a square minus b square. And in the denominator, what the students are doing, 7 minus 2 root 5 is 5 root 5. How it is 5 root 5? How 7 can be subtracted from 2 root 5? They are of different categories. This is rational, this is irrational. How we can subtract them? So it is to be written as it is 7 minus 2 root 5, and in the numerator 3 minus 5, this will be minus 2, 7 minus 2 root 5. So now some of the students, they are leaving the answer here only. Simplification, that means root is to be omitted from denominator. And by which process it is to be done? By the process of rationalization. That means sign is to be changed. So this is minus 2 into 7 plus 2 root 5. And in the denominator, a minus b, a plus b, that is 49 minus. This is 20. And the answer is minus 2, 7 plus 2 root 5 over 29. So this is the answer. On the next is the question that is telling me that my dear students, they have done cheating as well, because what is the way to detect that? There is a question, there was a question in the paper which was from chapter 7, that is triangle, that is geometry portion, that this is a figure where this is like angle A, and this side L is the bisector, and this is point B, here it is Q, P, and this is point P, 90 degree, this is the bisector. So I'm taking 1 and 2. So the question was, prove that triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB. Only this was asked in the paper. And as in the book, this question is having two parts. What my dear students have done? They have done two parts there. मतलब कि इतने इंटेलिजेंट आप हो गए कि आपको सेकंड पार्ट की स्टेटमेंट भी याद है. देखो how मतलब intelligent you people are that you know the statement of the congruency chapter, triangle के questions की statement learn कर लिया आपने, इतने आप इंटेलिजेंट हो. और मेरे से आपने एक्सपेक्ट किया कि मैम तो भूल चुके होंगे स्टेटमेंट. मैम को क्या क्या पता कि क्वेश्चन पेपर में एक पार्ट डाला है कि दो पार्ट डाले हैं, है ना. आप फर्स्ट ईयर पढ़ रहे हो तो आपको पहले साल में सारा कुछ याद हो गया, और मुझे इतने साल पढ़ाते हो गए मुझे भूल गया, है ना. हाउ मतलब फनी इज दिस. सो first of all let us see congruency. So one is like bisector. हाँ इसमें भी बच्चों ने गलती की. If L is bisector of angle A, how AP can be equal to AQ? जो angle bisector है that will divide only angle, not the sides, and you have written the sides to be equal. ऐसा कभी होता ही नहीं है. जब एक लाइन किसी लाइन के ऊपर परपेंडिकुलर होती है तब उसके दो हिस्से इक्वल होते हैं, बाइसेक्टर होती है रादर. But if a line is bisector of an angle, then only angle will be divided into two parts, right? Then you are writing angle P equal to पूरा angle लिखो, angle P इधर से भी मुझे क्या पता. So write APB is equal to AQB, 90 degree each, and third is AB common. Some of the students they have skipped the rule that this is by AAS rule triangles get congruent and the question get finished. But what you people have done also. This BP is equal to BQ. Second part लिखा हुआ है special. Second part to prove BP equal to BQ, and then you have written BP is equal to BQ by CPCT. Who asked you this? Question में तो ये था ही नहीं. Second part. No doubt in book it is there, but in question paper I have not given you this part to be to solve. So why you have done this? The reason is. You just keep the book in your hand, just looking out the statement and finding out this question is there in the exam, then going to the Google, seeing 7.3 solution for class 9th, and then getting it, and then see that there are two parts, and blindly you have done two parts without knowing that second part is not in the question paper. So there are so many things which can tell us that who have done the paper honestly and who did it dishonestly, right ना. बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं अभी भी मैं बता सकती हूँ कि किसने कहा, मैंने सारा लिख के रखा हुआ है, ठीक है ना, किसने कहाँ पे चीटिंग की. और कुछ बच्चे तो ऐसे हैं, if I deduct the marks in a particular question, very confidently they are saying, ma'am, this friend of mine have done it in the same way, but you have given marks to him. तो फिर मैं पूछती हूँ कौन सा फ्रेंड है. अच्छा, फिर मुझे पता चल जाता है हाँ वाकई फ्रेंड है, दोनों का एक जैसा पेपर आया था, ठीक है ना. तो ये चीजें प्लीज अवॉइड करो, क्योंकि इट मे बी पॉसिबल दैट योर फाइनल एग्जाम इट कैन बी ऑफलाइन. स्कूल में आके देने पड़ सकते हैं आपको पेपर ऑफलाइन, तो वहां पे कोई आपका गूगल या कोई आपकी बुक आपके पास नहीं होगी, आपका दिमाग ही होगा. तो बेटर है अपने आप को अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करो, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू बी इन 10th स्टैंडर्ड, दैट इज बोर्ड क्लास. सो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक एनी रिस्क बाय प्रमोटिंग यू विद दिस, राइट ना. सो इट कैन बी ऑफलाइन एग्जाम ऑल्सो, सो प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ इन दैट वे, राइट. चलिए, क्वेश्चन नंबर 17, इट वॉज ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट नंबर ऑफ टेल्स एंड देन फ्रीक्वेंसी. ऐसी बात नहीं है, so many students except 5 to 10%, so many students are there who have done the paper with full honesty, and a teacher can well imagine that whether it is done by self or asking from here and there. So no tails, 1 tail, 2 tail, 3 tail, 25, 30, 32, 65. First part was finding at least 2 tails, and when he is talking about at least 2 tails, that means we have to think the forward also. So 3 tails also included. So 32 plus 65, and total are 150, 95 or 150. Again, standard form or lower terms is to be written, so this will be 19/30. हाँ, यहाँ इधर उधर से कहीं पूछ लिया कि प्रोबेबिलिटी के कुछ एक पार्ट है जिसका आंसर 95/150 आ रहा है, इतना पता चल गया इधर उधर से पूछ के, पर ये पूछना भूल ही गए कि किस पार्ट का आंसर 95/150 आ रहा है। तो ये आंसर जो है बहुत सारे बच्चों ने क्या किया हुआ है, ये आंसर पता चल गया कि ये आ रहा है, थर्ड पार्ट में लिख दिया ये आंसर। ऐसे थोड़ा मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं कि आप किसी का भी आंसर किसी के आगे भी लिख दोगे एंड यू एक्सपेक्ट कि हमें फुल मार्क्स मिले, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। ठीक है, आपको अपनी समझ से, अपनी ईमानदारी से और अपनी एक प्रॉपर अटेंशन के साथ, केयर के साथ आपको पेपर करना पड़ेगा, only then marks will be given, marks will be assigned na? So exactly two tails, that means 32/150. Again cutting is possible, 16/75 was the answer. Then less than 3 tails, less than 3, अगर less than equal to होता then 3 will be included, but he says less than 3, this case is not taken, rest are we are taking, so this will be 90/150. This is 87/150 and this is 29/50. So ये हमारे पास जो है प्रोबेबिलिटी के क्वेश्चन का सॉल्यूशन था, राइट? चलिए आगे चलते हैं। Then there was a question based on Heron's formula, umbrella with its strips, triangular strips, 10 strips, and students, they are finding the area rightly and answer come out to be 200√6. 200√6 was the answer for area of the one triangular strip, right? And the question was 2 color की strips लगी हुई हैं उसमें. This was the question, 5 of one color and 5 of another color. So the question was how much cloth will be used for one color, right? So one color की अगर बात करें तो 5 strips they have been made with one color, so it will be multiplied by 5. So this will be 1000√6. कुछ बच्चे 10 से ही मल्टीप्लाई कर जा रहे हैं कि हमने तो हमारा अम्ब्रेला ऐसा है जिसमें सारी स्ट्रिप्स एक कलर की हैं। आपको अपने अकॉर्डिंगली नहीं लेना, आपको जो है क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंगली लेना है।